Welcome to Hungry for Home. I'm Ruth McKeaney, mother of 5, a lifelong host, and a passionate believer that any space can feel like home. Here at our 300-year-old family home, Hillside Farm, hospitality is more than a meal. It's a mission. It's about making people feel seen, nourished, and deeply welcome. We invite you to subscribe to our channel to discover beloved family recipes, dive into meaningful conversations and all things hospitality, and above all, to always feel at home. Welcome to the summer series and back to Hillside Farm. We are in summer, and in the summertime, I love soups year round. But in the summertime, to have a cold soup, I know, don't get afraid of a cold soup. It's a gazpacho. I love gazpacho, and I think people are afraid of it, maybe because there's so many vegetables, but when it's done right, it is so good. So let me tell you about it. The recipe that I use is Barefoot Contessa's recipe. It is so good. I'm telling you, you feel healthy just smelling it, looking at it, and again, everything beautiful and colorful from your garden is in this soup. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what's in it. You're going to start out, you're going to have 2 hothouse cucumbers. Now, what's a hothouse cucumber? You see them in the grocery store. They're usually wrapped in saran wrap. They don't have as many seeds because what you're going to want to do is cut them in half, get the seeds out. Don't peel them, okay? So you're gonna have 2 of those. I've gone ahead, I've got these right here. I'm gonna do these as well. Now, we've got 3 bell peppers. Go ahead, take the core out, take the seeds out. We're gonna slice them up. We've got 8 plum tomatoes. They're just a little bit of thicker. They're really, really good. So 8 of those. And then we've got 2 purple onion, red onion, I don't know what you call it. Here's one, I've already done one. You're going to be cutting these, and then we're going to put them in the Cuisinart for just a short amount of time to chop them until they're the consistency that you want. I'm sure you've seen gazpacho where it looks more like, you know, another tomato sauce. Like it's so finely done. I like mine to have a little more girth, and they're thicker and chunkier. So I don't puree everything. I make it just chunky. And then finally, we're going to have about a half a cup of good olive oil, a half a cup of white cooking wine. And then we are going to have Sacramento tomato juice. For some reason, this is the kind Ina says to get. Ooh, it's the kind I get, and it's absolutely delicious. So we've got white wine. Okay, I might go ahead. I'll put a half a cup each of these in this bowl now. And then you're going to have a little salt and pepper. And the great thing about this, I mean, you could get a quart ball jar and fill them as gifts to take your girlfriends. It is so good. Take another half cup. Just fill jars of it. People will love it. You just take it on a hot summer day as an appetizer. Now you're going to take about a tablespoon of kosher salt. I'm going to kind of eye that. And a teaspoon and a half of freshly ground pepper. And like I said, I've done one of the onions already. I don't want my other one to be quite as chopped as that one was. So let me do this really quick. It's mostly just a lot of chopping. And again, it's all the stuff that's already in your garden. Now, if you use a regular cucumber that has more of the seeds, cut it in half, grab a spoon, a small spoon, and just take the seeds out just like that. Super easy. Mix. Now I'm going to chop up the cucumbers by themselves in the Cuisinart. The other thing that goes in it is about 6 cloves of garlic. Again, you can decide how much garlic you want. I love things garlicky. I went ahead and did that in the Cuisinart, chopped those up. So, because I like that nice and mint, I want that totally incorporated. Now, I did put some bell peppers, red onions, and the cucumbers in the Cuisinart, but I don't want it to puree. So I'm going to roughly chop all the rest of the vegetables so that it's just chunkier. It's not pureed. Sometimes I feel like those are basically like a cocktail sauce almost because it's so finely done, and I don't like it finely done. This is so fun. Send your kids out to your gardens, pick all your different vegetables. I'm sure if there's even parsley, you can throw parsley in it. Okay, I'm going to show you how I pivot. Ready? I sent one of my kids to the store to pick up white wine vinegar, and they picked up white cooking wine. So I've put the white cooking wine in there, but I'm going to add some white vinegar because the key to this, it's in the vinegary taste. So I'm going to add maybe I'll do a 1/4 cup of white vinegar, just a 1/4 cup. Got to learn to pivot when you're cooking because who knows if you have something, if you don't. But again, it should have been a 1/2 cup of white wine vinegar. All right, here we go. This is also a really great soup to make this time of year because all of your tomatoes are coming ripe. I'm telling you, I start to crave it. I don't know, when I'm eating really healthy and then I start to eat a lot of vegetables, I just want more vegetables. I'm trying to think if there's any other cold soups that I love. There really isn't. But I'm telling you, I could eat this by the bowlful. And now we've got all the plum tomatoes. Make sure the stickers are off. Just cut that top off. And I don't put the tomatoes in the Cuisinart because it'll just smash. It'll make it a kind of a big old mess. So even serve gazpacho in like champagne glasses as a really fancy appetizer to a summer dinner. It's much easier if your tomatoes are firm. They're just easier to cut. I'm telling you, with the greens and the purples, it's so pretty. Don't forget the garlic. I already had pureed that. That's the only reason you didn't see it. All right, got tomatoes in there, and we are going to add a little bit more onion. I did a really large onion to begin with. So I'm just going to add just a little bit more. There we go. Just so that this purple has some chunks in it as well. I'm going to go ahead and stir all of this, and then we're going to stir in the Sacramento tomato. And then this goes into the fridge. So try to keep this in your fridge a few hours before you eat. So, sorry, my eyes are tearing. So that it all incorporates in it, like the garlic and the onion, everything gets all incorporated. And it will be so cold and so delicious. And again, it's great to eat as a meal all by itself or as an appetizer to a lunch, to a dinner. I mean, afternoon, you can't beat a great gazpacho. I hope you give this a try.